and welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today we're going to be taking a look at some November Hella Handmade Creations offerings. If you're not familiar with Hella Handmade Creations, it's a monthly collaboration with a lot of different indie makers. The main focus of the shop is the limited edition nail polish, but there are lots and lots and lots of other items available as well. Something that makes Hella Handmade Creations unique is makers get to choose their own theme. So makers pick a theme that inspires them and follow that theme for I think a minimum of 6 months. And so each month in the shop they release a limited edition nail polish or product or both towards that theme. So at the end of it, it's like you have a little collection from that maker. It's a super cute concept. I feel like the makers get like a little extra creative too because they get to pick something that deeply inspires them. The shop always opens on the 14th of every month and it's open through the 21st. Wish listing goes live on the 1st of every month, so it's currently up right now. I will link the Hella Handmade Creation site down in the description box. I'll also include their social media down there too. In today's video, I'm going to show you live applications of the items that will be available as well as full hand swatches in a variety of lightings. All right, we've got some beautiful shades to look at today. Let's go ahead and get into the swatches. We're going to look at today's offerings in rainbow order, beginning with this brilliant Colores de Caro called the Flame Keeper. This is described as being a metallic orange with multi-chrome shimmer, orange metallic shreds, and hollow flakes. It's going to be $13.50 and there will not be a cap. The opacity on this one shocked me. It was almost a one coater. Definitely fully opaque in a couple coats, and I don't see anyone, regardless of nail length, needing a third coat for this shade. It is just super pigmented. So that being said, I do recommend pairing this one with a good base coat. I didn't get any staining, but I didn't wear it for a super long time, but it is pigmented. So this is 2 coats with a glossy top coat in some sunlight. You all, I couldn't take my eyes off of it. It has next level shine. Like, I guess it's all of those multi-chrome shreds or metallic shreds or the multi-chrome shimmer. I don't know. It is blindingly beautiful. It's like, it is like a flame on your nails. I am not a big orange polish wearer, but this one truly spoke to me. That was in sunlight, by the way. I don't know if I said that. This is what it looks like indoors in some indirect natural lighting. Next up, from All Mixed Up Lacquers, we have What's Burried in Your Garden. This one has a gold to green to blue multi-chrome base with scattered hollow and multicolored shifting flakes. It's going to be $13.50 and will have a 300 bottle cap. This one had a great formula. You can see it has like a squishy jelly base, but it is really packed with those flakies in there. So it built up very easily in 3 coats. I would say 2 to 3, depending on your application and nail length. I did decide to leave it at 2 for my application video because I didn't have any visible nail line, but I think I went in for slightly thinner coats for my full hand swatches. So it's shown here in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. This is in some studio lighting. Unfortunately, the sun was not out when I swatched this one, but it is also very shiny. I feel like the base, you get kind of like this dusty gray in direct lighting, but here in indirect lighting, it does turn into a multi-chrome. Like you get that blue, green, gold shift, and it's so beautiful. This one was also incredibly sparkly with that scattered hollow and those super shifty flakes. And then here is what it looks like indoors in some indirect natural lighting. Next up, from Moonshine Manny, we have Saphira. This is continuing the Dragon series and is a vivid cerulean jelly packed with aqua to sapphire to green iridescent flakies and a mix of blue hollow and iridescent micro glitters. It is going to be $13.50 and will be capped at 200 bottles. This one has a super squishy, juicy jelly formula. It is going to be a 3-coater for everyone. If you've got longer nails, maybe you could have a little bit of visible nail line with this one in 3 coats, but those flakies do pack a punch and they build up really well in those 3 coats and definitely distract from your nail line as well. So this is 3 coats. Yeah, I really like how sheer the base is because it lets those flakies shine. You get a gorgeous pond effect on the nails in those 3 coats. They're shown here with the glossy top coat and some sunlight. And the flakies in here were really shiny. This one is for the blue lovers. I am a blue polish lover. I adored this one. I thought those flakies were really beautiful. I liked the base color of this, and it's one of those polishes that just looks great in every lighting. So pretty in bright lighting, but also incredibly gorgeous in lower indirect lighting, which you see here. Just beautiful. Bee's Knees Lacquer is continuing their Oblivion series with by Azura. This one has a rich plum base with smooth seafoam magnetic shimmer. It's going to be $14 and will be capped at 500 bottles. So this one has a really smooth, even, easy to work with formula. Without the magnet, it has a little bit of brush strokes, but when you magnetize it, all of that lighter pigment rushes to the magnet and leaves behind a squishy jelly base. I've really grown to love this finish from Bee's Knees Lacquer, and I don't have many magnetics like this in my collection. They really feel different. So this is 3 coats shown here with a bar magnet, and that plummy base is revealed, and you get that really pretty seafoamy green line in the middle. Such a unique color combination. The base, again, of this one is just so squishy and juicy and jelly. And this magnetic pigment is like blindingly intense in the sunlight. So 3 coats shown here with the glossy top coat. Middle and ring finger are magnetized with a 30-pound horseshoe magnet to show the velvet effect. Pointer and pinky show the cat eye effect, and my thumb is unmagnetized. With the cat eye effect, I did have a little bit of visible nail line with this in 3 coats. That was definitely not true unmagnetized or with the velvet effect, but I did want to make note of it with the bar magnet. But that being said, I think my preferred way to wear this one is actually with the bar magnet. Just that stark contrast between the base and the magnetic shimmer, I think is so beautiful. It's really glowy, and even when it like disperses a little bit, once it's on your nails for a little bit, I think it still looks remarkable. Next up from Cuticula, we have Lilac Dreams, which is continuing the Wings of a Butterfly series. This one has a lilac base full of micro orange gold to green shifting flakes, cherry holographic glitters, and small metallic fuchsia flakes. It's going to be $13.50, and there will be no cap on this one. So it's got a really jelly base, but there are a lot of flakies packed in here. I would say 2 coats fits my nail length. I went in for a 3rd coat here, and I just felt like it was a little bit of overkill. I kind of liked how it looked with the 2 coats, but 3 coats definitely gave me full opacity. It's shown in 3 coats here with a glossy top coat. I would recommend a glitter smoother with this one. There aren't tons of glitter in here, but there are tons of flakies. And I just think you get the most plump look with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. This one was another absolute stunner. So pretty regardless of the lighting, but of course flakies look their best when they are in slightly lower indirect lighting, in my opinion. This one was beautiful everywhere though. I really enjoyed the color shifts that purple base was so soft and pretty. And then those pinky flakes were gorgeous. And then the shifts. It is a beautiful polish. Next up from Sassy Sauce Polish, we have Firestarter. This one's continuing the Shoe series, and it has a burgundy tinted base with a strong fiery magnetic pull that reveals a purpley pink large particle shimmer in the background. This one's going to be $13.50 and will be capped at 300 bottles. This one had a perfect formula. Perfect. Very opaque on that first coat. Second coat, I was able to go ahead and magnetize it. So I have the bar magnet here, and even after magnetizing on only the second coat, I still didn't have any visible nail lines showing through. I love that. Because usually what keeps me from reaching for my magnetics is having to do a third coat and then magnetize it. This one, you can stick with 2 coats. Unless your nails are super, super long. If they're really long, maybe you would want a third. But this is 2 coats shown here with a glossy top coat. Again, middle and ring finger are with a 30-pound horseshoe magnet to show the velvet effect. Pointer and pinky are with a bar magnet for the cat eye effect. And my thumb is unmagnetized. You truly can't go wrong. This one looked phenomenal, even unmagnetized. All that hollow, oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? And the shimmer was so beautiful. The base color felt very unique and shifty and like a chameleon on your nails. Depending on the lighting, depending on the angle you were looking at it, the base color kind of feels like it changes. It's really beautiful. And look at that magnetic glow, even in lower lighting. Gosh, Sassy Sauce makes a wonderful magnetic. If you're a magnetic polish fan and you haven't tried Sassy Sauce, I really recommend giving them a try. And the final shade I have to share with you today comes from by Dany Vianna. It is called Neko's Noroi. I might be mispronouncing that. It is continuing the Fruits Basket series, and it has a clear base with white and brown irregular glitters, a sparkling Aurora shimmer, orange Aurora shimmer, and an orange glow-in-the-dark effect. It's going to be $14 and will be capped at 200 bottles. So on the first coat, this one definitely looks like it has a clear base, but as I continue to build it up, it felt milkier and milkier. And 3 coats, I actually had pretty decent coverage on my nails. My nail line was not really blurred. It was still very visible. You'll see in the full hand swatch. But it felt like I had something on my nails. It might have been all of that Aurora shimmer. You can see there is a lot of that in here. So this is 3 coats with a glossy top coat in some sunlight. There aren't so many glitters in here that I think that a glitter smoother is necessary. And again, when by Dany Vianna does this with her glitter, she just puts like a sprinkling in there. It feels very artsy. I think it's like whimsical and cute and iconic by Dany Vianna. But I loved this combo. It felt very whimsical, light and airy. I thought the shimmer was beautiful. Seeing it shift from that orange to the gold was beautiful. It like reminded me of like a mythical creature, like a Pegasus or something. It just felt so soft and pretty. It was really pretty. And then here is what it looks like after shining a UV flashlight on it for about 30 seconds in the dark. It glows to this bright orange. So that's everything I have to share with you that will be available in this month's Hella Handmade Creations shop. Let me know what caught your eye down in the comments. As far as favorites go, for me, there were 3. The first was Moonshine Manny Saphira. Oh my gosh, I might have stopped breathing for a second. for a long while when I unboxed this. I like looked at it and could just like not believe my eyes. The flakes in here are absolutely incredible, and they just are suspended so well in this beautiful jelly base. I like kind of feel like I should display this polish somewhere because it looks gorgeous. And then it looked just as beautiful or even more so on my nails. The flakies are just gorgeous. I love the pond effect. I love the color of this. It's so bright and just intense and has a lot of wow factor. Another one that had a lot of wow factor was Colorista Carol's offering. My goodness. This one took me by total surprise. I don't usually like coppery colors. I'm not super fond of orange. And so when I saw this in the bottle, I was like, eh. But then when I put it on, first of all, incredible application. It just had the smoothest, easiest to work with formula. And on top of that, taking it out into natural lighting, it sparkled, it glowed, it shined. I truly felt like I saw like burning embers in this polish. Just amazing. And then my other top pick is Cuticula Lilac Dreams. This is another one I should display somewhere because it is just so dang beautiful in the bottle. But equally as beautiful on my nails, the shift in the flakies are gorgeous. That red to copper to gold to green in that purple base looks beautiful. Oh my gosh. It was wonderful. Again, let me know your favorites down in the comments. What are you thinking you're gonna grab from Hella Handmade Creations this month, whether I shared it with you in today's video or not? If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hype it too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.